Right. In the last class, we have successfully discussed about the differences between where keyword, let keyword, and const keywords also. Okay, where keyword, let keyword, and const keywords also we have successfully discussed. So now today class and what was the point I told you? We will start about the oops concepts. We will start about the oops concepts. Okay, everybody, we are going to start about the oops concepts. So what is the meaning of oops? What is the abbreviation of oops? Respond everybody. What is OOP?
Object
What are, yes, object oriented programming. What is that everybody? Object oriented programming. So what is the meaning of object oriented programming? We all we are all need to orient. Orient means what? Depend. We are all need to depend. Okay, we are all need to depend upon the objects to do any type of programming. Okay, whoever programs, they need to depends upon the objects to program. Okay, everybody, this is called object oriented programming. What is it, everybody? Object oriented programming. For example, so there is a water bottle.
sorry to interrupt, sir. Actually, can you provide like how much content, which content we provide?
Yeah, yeah, after the class we will discuss about that, Priyank. Okay, all right. In
Like,
middle of
how many days we have completed this class?
hello.
This is the first day. This is
Previously I explained it. This is started before last week only. Okay, so few classes completed. 3 to 4 classes related to TypeScript is completed. Okay, Priyankesh. Right. This is today we are going to start the OOPS concepts. So this is a water bottle, and you are here. So if you want to get this water bottle, in between there is a table. Think like that. So then what happens? In order to get this water bottle, we'll orient on this. We will orient on this table. Okay. Then we'll get this bottle. Okay. So here object is this table only. Object is this table only. Why? To get this water bottle, we are depending upon this water bottle. This table only. Okay. Right. So object oriented programming means what? Whoever programs, they need to depend upon the objects. Whoever programs, they need to depend upon the depends upon the objects. Okay, that is called object oriented programming. Object oriented programming. Okay, everybody, right? So a second, object oriented programming. So in this object oriented programming, what will be there? So in this object oriented program, there will be functions, but we don't write functions individually. Okay, we'll write functions together in a class. We will write functions together in a class. Okay, right. Then after, if you write functions in a class, we are not able to call that functions directly. We are not able to call that functions directly. Then if you are not able to call that functions directly, how you are able to call? Very simple. We need to call that functions through the class. So how we are able to call functions? How we are able to call that functions through the class? So first of all, we need to create an object for that class. Then only we are able to call it. So each and every all the functions we create in a class. Okay, and to that functions. Okay, all the functions we create in a class. To that class, we need to create an object. To that class, we need to create an object. With that object, we need to call all the functions. With that object, we need to call all the functions. Do you understand what is the process we are going to do? Respond, everybody.
yes, sir.
Okay, right. Yeah, Anil and Priyank.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
underscore class underscore object underscore example dot ts. So now let's write here a function display message. What is this? It is a function. In order to write a function, we need to use function keyword, and then after it, I am writing here a name. So this can be called as naming function. There is a function keyword and it has a name. Since it has a name, it can be called as naming function. So here I am writing an instruction inside the function. Write there console.log. Hi everyone. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning, Dev Prasad. Right. So hi everyone. Yeah, good morning. Hi everyone. Good morning. Right. So now whenever you write any instruction, yeah, whenever you write any instruction, whenever you write any instruction inside your function, whenever you write any instruction inside your function, that instruction does not execute automatically. That instruction does not execute automatically. We need to call that function, then only that instructions will be executed. We need to call that function, then only that instructions will be executed. Then only that instructions will be executed. So how to call that function? Very simple, with that name only. Display message. Then what is the thing I need to do is, this a TypeScript does not understand by the computer directly. We need to convert into JavaScript. So where we need to complete this process is, we need to open this file in the command prompt. Open containing folder, not in the Explorer, in the command prompt. Shit. Yeah, see here, Ramesh TypeScript class, May, June 2024, 7 AM. Then after right here, TSC. What is this? TSC. TSC stands for TypeScript compile. So how this TSC will come? Whenever you install TypeScript in your computer, then automatically will get this TSC also. Then after, what is the thing I need to do? I need to copy this file name, TSC space file name dot ts. So what it will do, you can observe here. See it? Basic, yeah. Yeah, oops concept. See there? Basic underscore ts underscore oops underscore class underscore object dot example dot ts. So it will create a JS file. We have only TS file, but once it is compiled, it will create a JS file. So now let's come here, press the enter, and observe here. It will create a JS file as well. Yeah, see it now. See it. Previously there is no JS file, but now it has created JS file also. Understand it, everybody? Please respond. Hello, Anil, Priya.
Yes, yes.
Okay, right. Then what is the thing we need to do is, we need to execute that JS file with the node command. Press their control space, it will come like this. Type there node. So first we need to compile, then after we need to use node. Observe here everybody, what are we getting? Hi everyone, good morning. Why we are getting this? Because we are writing this message inside a function. Since we are calling that function here, we are getting that output. Now what I'm doing is, I am writing this function inside a class sample1. So class does not have any parentheses, don't need to have any parentheses, directly write this curly braces only. So inside a class we can write, okay, member variables also. I will tell what is member variables later. So we can write member variables also, or else we can write n number of functions. N number of functions means from 1 to, okay, n number of functions. Okay, so many functions we can write inside a single class. There is no limit for a class. There is no limit for a class. So these many functions only we need to write like that. Okay, only 2 functions we need to write, only 3 functions we need to write. There is no limit. Actually, as per your requirement, how many functions do you want to write, you can write. Okay, so in a single class, how many functions also we can write. So now what I am doing is I am cutting this function here and I am pasting here. And whenever you are writing inside, whenever you are writing a function inside a class, no need to write, no need to use function keyword. Just by using these parentheses and curly braces, it will identify that. So sample one, so display message parentheses curly brace. So now observe here everybody. This message, this display message method is available inside the class. Previously it is available directly in the TS file, but now this display message is part of the class. Okay, and I'm calling this function here. Now let's come here, execute it. Press that up arrow key so that you will get the previous command. See, what are we getting? Respond everybody. Cannot find a name display message. Getting or not? Respond everyone. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So though,
Yes.
yeah, this display message is part of this page, but still it is telling that display message cannot find. Why? Because it is not now individual. It is a part of a class. So when anything is part of a class, that cannot identified by individually. Through object only it can be identified. Through object only it can be identified. So then after, what is the thing I need to do? So in order to access this function, what is the thing I need to do? I need to create object for this function. Sorry, for this class. In order to utilize this function inside the class display message, I need to create object for this class. Sample one. So how to create an object? How to create an object by using new keyword, new sample one. Each and every time we cannot use a new instantiation. So this entire creating object means instantiation only. This entire object I will assign to a variable where sample one obj. Since it is an object, I am representing with obj keyword. Obj is not mandatory, but since it is an object, I need to represent. It is better to represent with obj. So now what is the thing I am doing? In order to access this method, I am depend upon this object sample one obj dot display message. I am depending upon this object only. Now come here everybody, observe it. See? Hi everyone, good morning. Previously I executed the same command, but we got an error. Okay, right. But now we are not getting any error. We are getting proper output only. Why? Because I created the object. Understanding right, everyone? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So this is how we'll work with the objects. This is how we have worked with the object-oriented programming. Oops, only. This is the basic step. Okay, everybody. This is the basic step only. Okay, right. Now we'll take to the notes for this class and object. Then after we'll continue.
Without class also we can run function.
Sorry.
Without class, because previously we written directly function and directly we can run. Means for
Yeah,
class
we can.
not
See, I
for
am telling
running.
you, see, Priyank, I am telling the oops concept, right? So that's why without class how to run, with class also how to run. I am telling that. Okay, Priyank.
Okay, okay.
So what is a class? Class is nothing but collection of variables and methods which are used to perform particular functionality. So what is an object? Object is nothing but utilizer. So utilizer of this particular class. Related variables and methods. Whatever the variables and methods you are defining inside a class, if you want to utilize that, we need to create an object. So if you want to access variables, okay, and methods related to particular class, then we must create an object for that class. So in order to create an object, we must use new keyword. What is that, everybody? In order to create an object, we must use new keyword. For example, new class name, basic obj. What is that, everybody? Basic obj. Okay, right. So this will work with the object. Okay, this is about the class and object. Are you clear, everybody? Respond, please. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes. So then after I want to discuss with you member variables. What is it, everybody? Member variables. So why we need to use this member variables? So if you want to access, okay, if you want to access a variable throughout all the functions inside a class, throughout all the functions inside a class, then we need to utilize this member variables. Member variables. For example, say here, everybody. See there, class sample2. Okay, right. Now here what I'm doing is display message equal to where message equal to hi everyone, good morning. Understand, everybody, what I'm writing? Hi everyone, good morning. What is this? It is a message where I'm assigning to a variable called message only. Understanding or not? Respond, everyone. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Right. Then after what I'm doing is I am writing another function. Okay. Set message. This is get message also you can call. So setters and getters also you can call it is. So get message. So where I'm assigning this variable, inside set message. Okay, and where I want to print this message inside the get message. What is the point I told? if you declare any variable inside a function, outside of the function we are not able to access that. See it everybody, I am declaring this message where inside the set message method, but where I want to access outside of this function. Okay, outside of this curly braces can be called as outside of the function only. I want to print here only. So now let's write that console.log message. Save it. So message is belongs to this particular class only, but not directly. It is a part of the set message function. Okay, right. Now let's come here where sample2 obj equal to new space sample2. Then after sample2 obj dot set message sample2 obj dot get message. Both methods I am calling. Now save it. I think this where keyword is not required here, maybe. Right. Save it now. So wait 1 second. This is another example, right? So click on the rename, copy this. .es. See it everybody, what it is telling? Cannot find any message. Did you mean on message? That means what? Though this message belongs to this particular function is part of this class, and I'm printing inside the class only, but in a different function. Understand everybody? So what is it is telling? It is not understanding this. That means what you understand? If you declare a function, if you declare a variable inside any function, outside of the function, that variable cannot be accessed or else used. Outside of the function, that variable cannot be accessed. But here, what is the thing I want to do is, here in this class I have so many functions. I have so many functions, but in that functions I want to access the variables also. Okay, I want to access a variable related to a function inside another function also. I want to access a variable related to that class. I want to access other functions also. Then what is the thing I need to do? So if you want to access a variable inside the class, that means in the entire functions related to a particular class, if you want to access a variable related to a class inside all the functions, then what other thing you need to do is, we should not declare that variable. Okay, we should not declare that variable inside any particular function. We need to declare that variable directly in the class, not inside any function, directly in the class, where space colon string. Okay, message. Right. Then after, what other thing I need to do is, to this variable I need to assign this. So how to assign this? Since this is part of the class, whenever I created the object, through that object only I need to recognize that. So if you want to recognize that a variable or methods related to a class, then we must use this keyword. This keyword will represent the current object. This dot message equal to hi everyone, good morning. Then what happens? Since we are calling this sample2, okay, since we are creating object for this sample2, okay, and you will call this set message also. So through this object only, then what happens? Whenever it is calling this message, we are writing here this keyword. Then what happens? It will represent the current object. What is the current object? sample 2 only. Sample 2 only. Understand everybody? Right. So sample 2 dot message. This keyword will represent the current object. So sample 2 means what? This one only. So message equal to hi everyone, good morning. Then after what I need to do here, we need to write this one. This dot message. Get message. So now let's come here everybody. Execute. See it now, it is not throwing. Okay. Curly brace problem. Statement expected. Wait 1 second everyone. Sorry, no need to use this where keyword. Really sorry. No need to use this where keyword. So save it. Yes. See here everyone, what are we getting? Hi everyone, good morning. See now everybody, now I have declared a variable inside this class and I am assigning the value to this variable inside this function, set message function. But I am accessing inside get message. Not only here, if you have 100 functions also, in all the functions, I can utilize this message variable. In all the functions, I can utilize this message variable. Okay, but rather than this, if you're declaring a variable inside a function, only in that function level only we can access. Outside of the function, we are not able to access. This is called member variable, and this keyword will always represent the current object. So whenever, okay, whenever you are writing inside a class, directly we cannot utilize that class. We need to create an object. So whenever you want to utilize through an object, it should represent the current object. That's why we need to write here this keyword also. This start message equal to this thing. For example, this message you want to send it like a parameter. Then what the thing I need to do is got this message here. So in this case, whenever you want, okay, here send it. To which method I need to send here. So now let's come here, send it here like a argument. Hi everyone, good morning. Then where it will go, this argument will go to this function. So whenever you are sending argument to your function, whenever you are sending arguments to your function, so that function should have a parameter to hold that. For example, this parameter, what is that? MSG. What is the data type? String only. String. Then what is the thing I will do? This message MSC. I am assigned to this message variable. Then after here I am printing it. Now save and execute. Say everyone, hi everyone, good morning. Clear it everyone? Please respond. Hello.
Ramesh, I have one doubt.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Yes, sir.
Can you go to the net console, TS5? Yeah. No, actually, in any other language, Java under, just in the class, it's in the variable we can declare. That variable directly we can use, right? Without calling the class object under. But here, why we are calling class under? Like fifth line, this dot message we are calling, right? Normally, any other language, we don't call this, right? Directly we can call message equal to message, like that we can call, right?
See, I am declared directly in the class. That's what I'm telling. This is the member variable concept. This is we need to utilize. Okay, Ani?
Okay.
Yes. I am
Every
declaring the
time like
variable.
this only we need to call, huh?
Yes. And don't compare this with Java or any other thing because I don't know anything about Java. So I
Okay.
also will be confused. Okay. Right. So here this is the oops concepts I'm telling. So not directly functions. We are writing these functions inside the class. So whenever you are writing inside a class, through the object only we need to utilize. So whenever you're relating to object, always we need to use same object only. So it is not possible to use all the same object, sample to obj in all the places. So to represent that sample to obj, that means current object, we need to use this keyword. Okay, right. In every language also, we must use current object only or reference only. Okay, right. So this dot message, I am writing this, and then after console.log, and here I am printing this dot message also. Understand it, Anil? Hello.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So what about Charhas Deva Prasad
Yes, sir.
Mandagavit?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Right.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Right. So that's it. Now I want to assign a task for you, everybody. So now you need to set and get first name, last name inside a function in a class. I need to get first name and last name inside another function in the same class. All the methods, all the functions inside another function. All the functions we need to access through only one object. All the functions we need to access through only one object. Understand, everybody? Set a first name, last name in a function inside a class. Inside a class. Or else inside a function in a class. Get a first name and last name inside another function in the same class. Okay, right. All the functions we need to access through only one object. So use member variables concept. Okay, everybody, member variables concept. Only one single class, but multiple methods. One method we need to set, and we need to set the data first name and last name. In another function, we need to get that first name and last name. That means I want to print that first name and last name. But all the functions, we are writing two functions, right? But all these two functions we need to access through only one object. Okay, everybody. So I'm giving, this is now 7:46. I will ask at 7:56. Try to do it, everybody.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah. Hi, Ramesh. I
Yeah,
joined through mobile only today.
okay, okay.
It's
Wait.
frustrated.
Yeah, okay. 10,
Uh,
wait 10 minutes. After that, I will tell you. Okay, right.
Meanwhile, can you share what is the content we are going to discuss? Entire like JavaScript, TypeScript, Angular 17, like this will course content will be there. Right?
Maybe tomorrow I will share with you maybe the file is missing. So I will
Yeah.
recheck. Right.
Okay.
And in the end, we will do a project.
Okay.
So that is a mean stack
Yeah.
project, e-commerce project.
Okay. It's the latest version only, right? Angular.
Yeah, latest version,
Yeah.
17 on.
Yeah.
Yeah, see here TypeScript OOPS concepts.
Okay.
Then after Angular setup, initializing CLI, this thing only. Then after creating Angular application, understanding setup files and architecture. Then after understanding the decorators, selectors, adding component to the module, generative modules, understanding ng module, declarations, imports, exports, and providers. Then after forms, okay, Angular forms, template-driven forms, reactive forms, validation and built-in validations related to reactive forms and custom form validation also. Then after dependency injections and services, how Angular does the depends on dependency injection, services and Angular, building a service, injecting service into the components, transferring data from services to components. HTTP interceptors also I will teach in the project level. Then after REST API calls, HTTP calls with observables, error handling, directives like ng for, ng if, else, and ng switch, custom pipes, understanding and built-in pipes, creating custom pipes also. So pipes actually, custom pipes also I will discuss with you, and build inbuilt pipes also I will discuss with you. In the same way, custom directives also I will discuss with you. Then after working with the routing, lazy loading, understanding input and output methods, event emitters, okay, input output means event emitters only. Custom events also I will discuss with you. So in understanding input and output methods,
Okay.
custom input and custom output. Then after Angular material with the pre-built defined template, CRUD operations using Angular HTTP and JSON server. Okay. Then after e-commerce project with custom registration and login and JWT. E-commerce project only with custom registration and login and JWT. In the login functionality there will be JWT functionality also is there. JSON web token, that is also we discuss with you. This also with REST API. This is also with REST API. So entire Angular will be covered. Okay, right.
Okay. Thanks.
So only 3 minutes left.
Suppose one day we miss class means any record session available.
Yeah, after making payment, I will give you the video access for everybody. Okay, right. And the example files
Okay.
also. Yes.
Okay. How many days to validate?
Yeah, I will. It will be available up to 1 year, maximum 2 years. Okay, right.
Okay. Yeah.
Red time up. Yeah, anybody completed? Charhas, Deva Prasad.
Yes, sir.
Right. Share your screen, Charhas.
Yes, sir. So visible.
Yeah. First name.
Yeah.
You can use. Yes. First name colon string, last name colon string. Yeah. Setter. Yeah. We have name colon string. Yeah. This dot first name equal to F name. L name colon string. Okay. Make a consistency, Charhas. Here L make is small because F name here entirely small letter, right? Okay. F name. F is small, right? Here also L should be small. Okay. Some consistency. Okay. Right.
Sure.
So getter. Yeah. My first name dollar this dot first name and last name. Yeah. Right. My full name is dollar this dot first name plus last name. Then after Rohit equal to new sample. Rohit dot setter. Rohit comma Sharma. Yes. Rohit dot getter. Right. Perfect, Charhas. Yeah. It is giving the output, right? Save it once.
No, sir. Actually, it is giving an error.
Did you repeat the class name? Use class name different. Sample one instead of sample one, use sample two, something like that. And no need to use here any. Yeah. Line number 17, sample. Yeah, line number one also change it to sample two. Right. Save it. Wait 1 second. What it is telling? Property first name has no initialization and it's. Yeah. See here. What it is telling is whenever you are executing here, okay, whenever it doesn't have any value, okay, here whenever you are declaring any value, sorry, variable, actually this TypeScript is expecting a value. So if you want to declare a variable, okay, but later you want to assign, okay, whenever you are you don't want to assign a value, whenever you are declaring, in that case better to write here exclamatory, it will stop that. What is that? Exclamatory.
Yes.
Then what happens? If there is value, it will take that value. If there is no value, it will take it as empty. That is the power of the exclamatory. One more time telling, if there is a value, it will take that value. Since there is no value, automatically it will understand it is a empty value. Okay, right. Now it is giving output. Yes, that's it. Okay, right. So leave it like this, everybody. I have another class at 8 o'clock. So leave it like this. Tomorrow class I will tell in my computer also. Okay, everyone. Right. That's it, everyone. This is the class for today. Tomorrow we'll meet. We will continue. Okay. Bye, everyone. Thank you very much. And I will display what is the project we are going to do in the last. That one tomorrow I will show one more time. Okay. Yeah. Bye, everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you.